What's going on, guys, and welcome back to News for the Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. Here to talk to you about some more Spider-Man No Way Home news. Now, this one is a very interesting rumor because there are reports that we might be getting an extended version of Spider-Man No Way Home, but that's only a rumor. And that's going to be in theaters once again. And this provides the perfect opportunity to become maybe the #1 movie in the world, probably even surpassing Avatar and probably exceeding, of course, box office sales, because I definitely would want to go back to see the extended cut. And more Spider-Man is always good for anybody. It never really did hurt anybody anyways. But before we get into all those details, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you all don't miss anything. I post videos on a daily basis, and I live stream at least twice a week. Join my Discord. The invitation link to that is in the description box below. Follow me on my social media, which is Twitter and Instagram. The links to that is also in the description box below. And if you would love to stay up to date with the latest in Marvel news and, of course, Spidey news, because we always talk about Spider-Man, especially the upcoming Marvel Spider-Man 2 video game, definitely be sure to subscribe once again and click on that bell notification. It definitely helps the channel if you do. Guys, we're almost at 10,000 subscribers. We're actually coming close at 9,000 first, but definitely the goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers, if not probably by the end of March if possible. Help me out by getting there very soon. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the reports about Spider-Man No Way Home getting an extended version of it. And if this is an extended version, I hope everything that we see in this extended cut will be canon as well. So according to the reports, an extended version of Spider-Man No Way Home could be hitting theaters next month, although not much information has surfaced. A theatrical re-release of the Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios blockbuster could be part of the plan to break the $2 billion USD box office earnings mark. A re-release of Spider-Man No Way Home could also help the movie past its already impressive standing at the 6th highest grossing movie of all time. Rumors of an upcoming extended version are based on info of a release in Indonesia and a potential premiere date of March 11th. It is interesting to note, earlier this month, news noted that the Blu-ray version of Spider-Man No Way Home would feature more than 100 minutes of additional content featuring Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield. Stay tuned for more information regarding the potential release of an extended version of Spider-Man No Way Home. So, from the MCU Direct, rumor an extended edited version of Spider-Man No Way Home may reportedly be set for a theatrical release on March 11th. The details, there's a link on it, so I'll show you the tweet right here. And there is a link, so if you want to click on it, I'll leave also the link in the description box below if you want to click on that as well. But this is really interesting, and I know it's a bit of a short article, and this is coming from hypebeast.com. So an extended cut can provide so many benefits for Sony, beating out quite the few movies that's already like #1 or at least 1 through 5 in the box office and domestic release. So I'm thinking this is a very good idea on Sony's part, and of course for the fans, making additional content even canon to the MCU. So we definitely want to see more Charlie Cox, more interaction between Peter and Charlie Cox, perhaps a courtroom scene or anything like that. I'm sure there wasn't enough time for it because the movie was only limited to like about almost 2.5 hours. But definitely more content, such as seeing more Charlie Cox, never harmed anybody. And I think Sony should definitely re-release it. We are going to be getting the Blu-ray of Spider-Man No Way Home very soon, perhaps sometime earlier in March or mid-March. But I think it's a little too soon to get the Blu-ray. I'd say it should stay in theaters a little bit more to earn a little bit more box office money. But I'm going to go ahead and click the link anyways to this tweet. And feel free to click on the link down in the description box below when you're done watching this video to get more information on that article. But the extended cut with the unseen footage is rumored for theatrical release. And bringing you this article from thedirect.com, Spider-Man No Way Home is slowly rising in the box office ranks of the highest grossing movies of all time. So the Tom Holland-led threequel has been a consistent frontrunner in the weekend box office ever since its world premiere back in December 2021, showing no signs of slowing down. So far, No Way Home has earned $1.8 billion in total, making it the 6th highest grossing movie of all time. So No Way Home's box office led some speculation that if a theatrical re-release is in order for the film to break the top 5 list. And that's the goal, and I'm sure Sony would love that. They'd be really happy with that because they definitely are in the business to make some money. And Spider-Man is the main character that can really do that. And this isn't the first time that talks about a re-releasing a film is to boost its box office earnings came to light. MCU movies such as Avengers Endgame and Spider-Man Far From Home were both re-released back in 2019, with the former unveiling a post-credit scene and a tribute to Stan Lee, while the latter showcased an extended cut. Now, while the film is still playing in theaters, it seems that No Way Home could follow in the footsteps of its predecessor in terms of its re-release strategy. So when will Spider-Man No Way Home extended cut be released, you may ask? So the Reddit user SlyKey3232 shared an extended cut of Spider-Man No Way Home will be re-released in the second week of March. in Indonesia. So that's definitely going to be happening. And the rumor was corroborated by a moderator team of the Marvel Studios spoiler subreddit, who stated that an extended cut could be debuting in theaters on March 11th. Back in 2019, Far From Home was re-released about 2 months after its initial premiere in the United States and Canada. The sequel's extended cut features 4 additional minutes of never-before-seen action scenes. So more scenes from No Way Home. Based on its rumor, it looks like No Way Home could go all out to try and reach the $2 billion mark, and I've already discussed this before on the previous article. But again, an extended cut does allow more opportunities to showcase an additional look at Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock, like I mentioned before, and even Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, because we definitely want to see more interaction between Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Tobey and Andrew's Spider-Man. I think we got just about the right amount of screen time with both Tobey and Andrew, because they were in the film for a lot longer than I thought they would be, which is all satisfying. But I think, like I mentioned before, Andrew Garfield has definitely sold the show between all 3 Spider-Men. And I've also said this in other videos in Spider-Man No Way Home, where Tom Holland is making a cameo in his own Spider-Man movie. If they do show this, don't ever fear like that, Andrew Garfield is going to be stealing the spotlight from Tom Holland, because this is very much Tom Holland's Spider-Man movie. I think there's just nothing wrong with that. We definitely want to see more of that interaction between all 3 Spideys. And many would agree that seeing more scenes between the 3 Spider-Men should further encourage diehard Marvel fans to return to the theaters to experience the threequel once again. It'd probably be my 6th time going to see this movie, if I'm going to be honest with you. And on top of the deleted scenes, an interesting featurette from the rumored list of digital extras could also be added. Based on the report, a special entitled A Meeting of Spider Heroes panel could be featured, and this could be centered around the 3 Spider-Man. So No Way Home's promotional tour in its pre-theatrical release didn't include interviews featuring Maguire and Garfield, which is understandable due to the movie's heavy secrecy, even though it was the worst kept secret in Hollywood. While a special panel involving the 3 was released weeks after the movie's release, this notable featurette could serve as a worthy addition to the extended cut, so thus serving as a perfect send-off for No Way Home's theatrical run. Spider-Man No Way Home is now playing in theaters worldwide, so definitely check it out if you haven't done so already, because it still is in theaters, and it can actually use that extra money. So we need to be able to top those 5 movies that's taking the spot and make Spider-Man No Way Home at least number 1 or number 2. I don't care. I mean, at this point, Marvel Studios is competing with themselves, because at the number 2 spot, we do have Avengers Endgame, which did overthrow Avatar at one point, but then Avatar got a re-release in theaters. For some reason, people want to go back to see it when they can just go online and watch it, or even buy the Blu-ray. We got to re-release it, and let's beat Avatar. And I think it's possible, because Spider-Man's such a popular character. And that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so y'all don't miss anything. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.